Good morning, everybody. I'm Nikki Riot. I'm your WOD coach today. It is Friday, September 25th, and today I want to talk a little bit about personal branding and why it is so important. I am taking a Ken Blanchard online leadership course, and I'm just rocking my socks off. So I just wanted to share some things that I'm learning, and hopefully you can apply that to yourself and your business and growing your business. So right now we're talking about personal branding. And in Advocare, we talk about protecting the house and why it is so important to do that. And as distributors, it's something that we take really seriously. So I'm learning that we each individual, we are our own personal brand. And it is really important that we take that same seriousness that we guard Advocare with, and that we do that same thing with ourselves. Everything from what goes into us, into our minds, as well as obviously what comes out of our mouth, and more importantly, what our actions say about who we are and what we stand for. So in this course, they talk about the number one mistake that people make in regards to their own personal brand is not understanding or not knowing what it is, who they are and what they stand for. So the first challenge they gave us is to really do some personal reflection on who we are and what we stand for. And I know that so many of you guys, everybody, we all stand for something, but it's taking the time every day and really connecting with that thing that you stand for and staying true to that, using that as your true north, so that you really stay engaged with that. So again, put everything that you put into your mind, whether it's what you're reading, whether it's who you're hanging out with, whether it's who you're talking to every day, or whether it's down to the people that you like on Instagram or follow on Twitter, or on Facebook. I took a kind of an inventory of what I was really filling my mind with every single day. And, there were some groups maybe that I had liked on Facebook that maybe weren't really aligning with my personal brand anymore. So, I just took 10 minutes one day and was like, it's probably not, who I am anymore. I don't need to fill my mind with that. And unliked some things. And so I kind of encourage you to take an inventory of the things that you're putting into your mind, and does that align with your personal brand? And that's really a hard thing to do, because sometimes it comes down to maybe who you're hanging out with, some of your friends, some things like that. So I won't get into all that, but I just want to encourage you to take an inventory of the things that are going into your mind, and do they align with your personal brand? Because we all know that what goes in is ultimately what is in your heart and what comes out. And that's really where personal branding gets super serious. And again, this course is talking about, whether you realize it or not, people are watching you. And the way that people perceive you, the way that people perceive me, is dependent on the things that they see us doing most. Obviously, actions speak so much louder than words. So, again, I personally have been doing a lot of self-reflection and trying to grow personally, with some leadership books and some personal growth books, and really challenging myself every single day and looking through everything through that filter. Does this align with my personal brand? Down to the things that I like on Facebook or Instagram. People see that, and people see, when you're wearing your Advocare colors and you're in Target, are you smiling, or are you screaming at your kids, or are you maybe bashing your husband, or, all of those things. Do those things align with your personal brand? Are you somebody who other people want to be like? Are you that person that you want to be like? Like when I look at my leader, she is someone who I respect and admire so much, not only for the things, because she speaks life into me, she speaks life into everyone, but the things that I see her doing and the things I see her not doing. You know, I know you guys know this, but we talk about the the five traits, 5 top traits of being a diamond. I'm just going to read them off here. But number 1 is zero gossip. You know, my leader, I have never heard her say a bad thing about anyone. You know, so that I want to be that person. I look to her so much, and I know you guys look to your leaders in that same way. So no gossip. Zero complaining. I personally, I want to be that person with a no quit attitude. I want to surround myself, and I want to be that person that is, you know, a never quit. I will push through even if I'm being pulled in a million different directions. You know, you think Michael Jordan was a complainer? Probably not. So that's really how I want my personal brand. I want people to see me as somebody who does not complain, who gets it done. You know, everybody is busy. Everybody has things going on. Everybody is waging some war in some way, but you have got to figure it out. So be a person that figures it out no matter what. No excuses. The third trait of being that diamonds have, speaking life, speaking increase into people. So, you know, we all have our rough days. Everybody does, and that's okay. Those are completely valid and legit things, but finding that, okay, how is this a good thing? Or maybe it's not a good thing right now, but how can I turn this into a good thing? So speaking life into yourself even will allow you to speak life into others. And again, nobody wants a Debbie Downer. Everybody wants nobody wants something that sucks the life out of them. So speak life into yourself, and you will speak life into others. This one is really hard for me. But listening better than you speak. It is just as important to listen, because you have to be able to ask the right questions. Asking the right questions is just as important as having the right answers, but you have to listen in order to ask the right questions. So that's a tough one for me, and I really think that it just takes practice. So getting out there, you know, and listening to people and caring. The last one is 5 traits of a diamond. It's creating an environment where people feel safe. So not being judgmental of people. You know, everybody is at a different place in their journey, and you know what may be baby steps to you is a huge step for someone else. So really trying to understand that and make people feel safe. Like, you know, I got you. I will help you. You speak life into them. And just really creating that environment where people feel safe, and that, you know, you're not judging them for anything. But that being said, that also you won't put up with complaining, excuses, negativity. Get that stuff in check really quick, because those things are not characteristics of a safe environment. So, yeah, I hope I have not completely rambled on. This is the topic I'm super passionate about. So like I said, I really just encourage you guys to really look at yourselves, dig deep, find out what it is that you stand for, what is at your core, what is that your personal brand, what you're putting out there. Social media is, it can be such an awesome thing, but it can also be something that can take you down really quickly. You know, a small leak can sink a great ship. So just be really cautious of that. And just really, when you click that button, those words, Facebook has a crazy way of putting everything out there. So be positive, no excuses, no complaining. Have a get it done attitude, or whatever it takes attitude, and I promise you, your business will grow, because you will start attracting people like you, and recruiting up. Again, that's another thing that I've been working on, is recruiting up, and in order to do that, I have to rise above, and I have to challenge myself to grow every single day. So the last thing that my course on this, in this leadership course, talked about is to figure out what it is that we offer, what it is that we stand for, become an expert into it, act act accordingly. Your actions should speak those. Spend time with your brand every single day to reinforce it, and do whatever it takes to let the world know through your actions that that is who you are. So that is what I will leave you with, and I hope you guys have a great weekend.